Hi, welcome. So background might look a little different. Garrett and I are on a small little getaway. We don't get to get them often, so we figured we'd take advantage to an undisclosed location. Anyhow, today's topic is about calories and maybe what they are and why they are or are not important. So let's start there. How many calories do you recommend that somebody on this 21-day program should be eating a day?
Well, so believe it or not, we don't actually believe in counting calories. This comes as a shock to most people and most of your mainstream dietitians, but at the end of the day, the one thing nobody tells you is calories, or not all calories are created equal. So 2,000 calories of Cheetos is completely different, and your body's going to react completely different than to 2,000 calories of a well-balanced diet.
Okay. So what is a calorie?
Well, a calorie is basically just the amount of energy contained in a particle of food.
So clearly Garrett didn't pay too much attention during his engineering. Technically, a calorie is a unit of energy. And it's calibrated by the amount of energy that it takes to raise, I think, I could be getting it
water,
wrong, 1 liter of water, 1 degrees. Anyhow, the whole idea is its amount of energy. So how does that correspond to food, and how does that correspond to your body and weight and everything else? And the real answer is it doesn't. Calorie science in food and calorie science in burning calories is really an incomplete science at best, and it may be even wrong. More importantly than not all calories are created equal is that, you know, your body might respond completely different to a calorie than my body would. And your body in the morning might respond completely different to a calorie than it does, you know, in a stress state or a relaxed state or a different state. So to say that if you eat 100 calories of this prepackaged snack, it's going to result in this much output be incorrect to say. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, I mean, not all calories are created equal, and calories there's different macronutrients. You get calories from protein, you can get calories from fat, you can get calories from carbohydrates, from sugars. So there's a lot of different areas to get carbohydrates or calories from. So the source, the macronutrients, a lot of these things matter more, but like you said, the science isn't there 100% to say that, yeah, 200 calories is going to give me this much energy. A lot of it depends on your body and the time of day and your work and all that kind of stuff that you're doing.
So how do you answer? I mean, it's the first law of thermodynamics. Like, we can't mess with physics. And that's that whole idea that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. And that's where people like to say, well, we just have to do more work, calories out, calories in. We keep that in balance. That's the first law of thermodynamics. How do you explain that?
Well, I mean, the thing is, in the simplest form, calories matter in the sense that, yeah, if you just melted sticks of butter and drank 10,000 calories a day, I'm sure you're going to gain some weight.
And conversely, if you underate or you starved yourself, you're going to lose weight as well, right?
Yeah, but the body is very good. It's called homeostasis, and that's just basically your body just trying to maintain, finding a good balance and everything. And so if you're running efficiently and you eat too much, some of that can be burned off in excess body heat, excess energy. You know, you might want to get up and move around a little bit more. And then some of it potentially could be stored as fat. But the thing is, the numbers of calories just don't add up. I don't know what the number is off the top of my head, but they say that, you know, if you just overate by 500 calories a day, which is not much, if you did that every single day by the law or by the rule of calories in minus calories out, you should gain like 400 pounds or something over a year. So it's something, again, I'd have to look up the exact numbers, but it's a flawed science because our body is much more complicated as far as, I mean, everything we do needs energy, and it's not just for us moving around. So I hope that makes a little bit more sense.
Well, I think a lot of people can attest that when they're on a diet and they're doing the whole calorie restriction thing, they feel like crap, or they feel hungry, or they feel angry, or they've got brain fog. And one of the reasons that is because if you don't have enough calories, then your body shuts down other functions to answer to your body's basic needs so that you can continue to live and breathe and digest and do those normal everyday functions, and you don't have any energy left over for those things that you really want to do, or that the quality of life type things.
Right, yeah. I mean, you know, it's about quality of life, and first of all, counting calories can be a painstaking task, whether you're weighing your food or you're using a fitness tracker, a food tracker. It can be a lot of work. And like I said, we can't discount the fact that millions and millions of years of evolution, and the fact that, you know, we started as monkeys in trees, and now we're moving mountains and building lakes and building monuments. We're doing fairly well. So I say that because our body knows how to handle food and energy. So
if people are looking to lose weight and they want to cut weight, and we're telling them, hey, don't count your calories, don't worry, calories in, calories out, it's kind of bull crap. So what alternative do you offer?
Right. Well, and actually I know where I was going with this, is the body is very good at regulating itself, telling you.
But that's not working for some people. I mean, look at some people, it's not working for them. I mean, that's easy for you to say, right? Well, your body's working for you. You're at a good state of homeostasis. But what about the folks that have 50, 100 pounds to lose? How do they get their body to work for them?
Well, it's trying to get their body back into a fat-burning zone. A lot of the excess body fat, and the more you get into this, and we say it all the time, is it's carbohydrates and sugar is the enemy. And you've got to believe us on this, and until you believe us or do your own research, you're going to continue to gain weight or maintain, because the problem is you know, as you saw in one of the last videos, we do eat some of those Jackson's potato chips. I don't know what the calorie count is, but we've both been guilty in the past of eating an entire bag. We try to keep these out of our house as much as we can, but the thing is, eating a whole bag of that might be 500, 600, 700 calories, but you're not full. You are not full when you eat this. So this is, I guess, flipping it around a little bit and saying this is kind of how you can see that you add calories up. And so you eat a bag of chips, you eat some ice cream, you drink a Frappuccino from Starbucks, and before you know it, you've ingested all this excess calories and you're not full, so you're still hungry, so you then need to eat food.
You could probably also argue that your nutrient content that you got from those Frappuccinos, that grilled cheese sandwich, and those bag of chips, I mean, where's your vitamins? Unless it's fortified, but then a lot of times then you go down that whole rabbit hole of what can your body absorb from fortified foods opposed to natural sources, right?
Right. Well, and I mean, that's where most food cravings come from anyway. And so it's because you're not getting that balance of vitamins and nutrients and minerals because you're eating crap. That's another reason your body's going to trigger hunger responses, because it's not getting the nutrients it needs. So eating a much more well-rounded meat and veggies diet is going to help give you some more nutrients, so that'll also help kill your hunger a little bit. And then, you know, then that's kind of a lot of where hunger comes from.
Okay, so somebody's looking to change. They're looking to reduce the amount of carbohydrates in their diet. Where should they start?
Well, I mean, the simplest place to start, obviously, is removing bread. Bread, any of the grains, cereals, pasta, stuff like that. That's kind of the first place to start.
So what can you talk about? What's so different about this diet that we advocate than an Atkins diet?
To be honest, I think I'm not 100% familiar with the Atkins diet.
I think Atkins is no carbohydrates. So are there acceptable carbohydrates?
Well, there are, and I've even written about this in one of my last blogs, is there is carbohydrates is a fine line, especially when you're working out, especially if you're taking kickboxing classes or you're lifting weights or you're running races, any of these things. You do need carbohydrates for athletic function, for that extra little turbo boost you get. However, too many carbs and you increase your body fat. Too little and you become sluggish and have a hard time recovering from workouts. You do need carbohydrates, and some of the best ones can be potatoes, white rice, sweet potatoes, veggies, fruit. And again, this is where a food tracker could come in and trying to stay anywhere from 50 to 200 grams of carbs depending on how active you are. I would say for most people starting off, keeping those carbs below 100 grams, and then maybe one day a week doing a carb refeed where you're getting up to 200. But those are just basic guidelines, and then from there you need to kind of do your own little self-experimentation, taking your carbs up, going them a little lower, seeing how you feel. So it's kind of this fine balance of getting some carbohydrates but not overdoing it.
Okay. Well, if you guys have any questions about carbohydrates or calories in general, please head over to our website, teamrenon.com/questions, and we'd be happy to answer them for you. So eating out doesn't have to pose a challenge. You're not always in control of all of the ingredients, so there certainly are risks. We recommend using active charcoal to absorb those toxins so your body can more easily pass them out of your system. So what do we eat when we're out? We go for the meat dishes. Tuna or these beef skewers which come with chimichurri sauce, we really like it. Next up you'll see what's left of our main course. We went for the burgers. No bun, of course. We also could get double egg on top, which was delicious. We subbed out the French fries for a salad, which was amazeballs. By the way, most of the time, restaurants really up their game on salad because they are so run-of-the-mill. So try them out. You might be surprised.
So if you like this content, please share it with your friends. And of course, we are always open to feedback and or any questions. So thank you. And once again, good luck on this 21-day journey.